Hello and welcome. This video is an overview of the Beyond Budget Personal Finance tool. It is meant to give you an idea of what this tool can do and how it can help you. Most budgeting spreadsheets out there are looking at your spending history, but that's not what this is. The Beyond Budget spreadsheet is about modeling your future spending and analyzing the results. It will calculate how much extra money you have available each month using a special algorithm, and you will have the option to move the extra money to credit card payments to pay them off faster, or move it to your savings account and see how much you can save over a period of time. Another great use for this tool is identifying what you can afford. Let's say you just made a large purchase. You bought a new house. You'll now have a higher mortgage and utility bills. But how will that affect your budget in the future? How much longer will it take you to pay off those credit cards? Will you still be able to afford that summer vacation? Simply enter all the new bill amounts into these forms and click Run. Within minutes, you'll have all those answers. But if you're someone who is struggling to keep a balanced budget, or worried about how and when you will pay off your debt, the most important thing this tool can do for you is reduce stress. When you complete your first budget plan, it will feel great, knowing you can afford to live life the way you want and knowing exactly when your debt can be paid off. Now let's take a look at the form. In the form, you're modeling all the transactions in and out of your checking account. You're going to choose a start date and how many months you want to run the simulation for, and your starting balances. In the forms below, you're going to put in all the transactions from income to your utilities, credit cards and credit card plan information, loans, subscriptions, and in the spending form here, you really can get creative modeling your shopping habits, food, grocery, gas, and yearly events that you want to make sure you have covered. Once the forms are filled out, you go to the cover page and hit Run All. It's going to run a macro that could take a few minutes to complete. But what it's going to do is it's going to put all the transactions into a table in chronological order and track your balances. Then it's going to analyze these balances and find out how much extra money you have available each month. And then it'll transfer that extra money to credit card payments or to your savings, depending on the options that you chose. Now let's take a look at the results for this example. The results tab is going to show you up front how much extra money you had available and how much was moved to credit cards and savings and how much was left in checking. In this example, we moved everything to credit cards and savings, right? 60% went to credit cards, it was analyzed again, and the 100% remaining went to savings. These statements use this information to tell you what happened, right? So applying 60% of extra money to your credit card payments will pay them off 33 months earlier, right? That's some good information there. You transferred 100% of the remaining extra money to your savings account. Your savings account increased $20,368 in 18 months. Pretty good. This is just a look at the checking account balance. And down here, it is showing if any automatic transfers were needed to keep your account above the buffer. In this example, the buffer was $250. You could use $0. Basically, your checking account can't go negative. So if you are spending too much in the simulation, it will automatically try to keep it balanced. In this example, there were no transfers, so that is a positive thing. The credit card plan tab is going to show you all the payments to your credit cards. Right, so here's the minimum payment that was originally applied, right, and that's the red line here. The extra amount that was applied, we're paying off credit card 2 first. So this is the total amount in those payments, and that would be the blue line here. So you can see how much faster it is paid off because there's so much extra money available. And once this is done in July, extra money will start to be applied to the next card. Starting in July, this one will be paid off faster until May 2024, and that'll go to the next card, right? So it's getting minimum payments applied until it gets the extra money from the other one. The spending tab is going to break down how much you are spending in each category. Look here at total expenses. You know, 47% is your regular spending, shopping, 25% utilities, and so on. Then it breaks down each subcategory. And at the bottom, there's a total in, total out chart, which can be very useful, kind of a macro view of your entire account. You know, these peaks here on income are from the yearly bonus. If you had some uh, peaks on the expenses, that would be valuable information, knowing, you know, we're overspending here in this time period, need to do something about that. The extra money tab is showing the results of the analysis uh, from the table. And it's, you know, basically it's looking for the lowest balance each month. Then it calculates how much extra money is available while also looking up to 6 months ahead to verify that money isn't needed for other bills in the future. Right, and then it applies the extra money to credit cards, analyzes again, applies that extra money to savings, analyzes the last time just to kind of a sanity check. And you'll see, you know, in this example, the buffer in the checking account was $250. So you see it's going to continually hit that as the lowest balance in that account now because the money had been transferred out. There's also an option to model a rewards credit card. If you do spending on a rewards credit card or you want to, try that and pay off the balance each month to earn rewards without paying any interest. You know, you can model that here. There's a separate form for the spending on the rewards credit card. It'll have its own table. It'll calculate the amount due in each payment cycle and make that payment apply to the checking account table as well. So you'll have an accurate simulation of having spending on a rewards card that is paid off every month. And a lot of information needed for that account will be shown here. I hope you enjoyed this overview. There'll be more in-depth tutorials on the different sections and the results. So look out for those. Thank you.